Hi, you guys. Here, Bisan from the Hair Wire. And do you know why me and Carrie here, we are in a nursery? Because I'm having a brain fog. I have a brain fog issue. And in the middle of our recording today, I was like, blah, 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 blah. And that is for real because I have a postpartum brain fog. I had my baby 9 months ago, and she is gorgeous, but I lost my hair and I lost my brain. Okay, not all my brain, maybe half of it. I don't know. But anyway, we are here in this nursery, in this cute nursery, to talk to you about postpartum hair loss, postpartum depression, and postpartum brain fog.
We can also touch base on cradle cap too.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
My baby had a great cradle cap, and it took me 3 months to clear it up. And I am a trichologist, but still, I didn't go through the Western medication route. I went through the holistic route, but I know because I do have faith in the remedies that I'm using, and I was just very patient. And in 3 months, we cleared it up from her scalp, and it was poor baby. It was like all the scaly stuff that was on her head. Luckily, she has a lot of hair. Not because I'm trichologist, she has a lot of hair. I don't know, she just has a lot of hair.
She has a lot of hair. It's
She has a lot
beautiful.
of hair. I know. But this poor baby, she had all these scales that is called cradle cap for babies, which looks like psoriasis for us as adults, but for babies, or eczema, but for babies, they are called, it's called cradle cap. And what I did is what the like usually people will put like cortisone creams on the baby's head or the scalp to get rid of them, but I did not want to do that. So what I did is I used a lot of olive oil. I used to soak the head or the scalp for 2 hours. And then after 2 hours, I will gently, like, brush the hair, like pick it up basically, brush it, and then get rid of the scales, the scaliness of it. And I did that every other day. And eventually it cleared up basically. I did not use any cortisone. I did not use any medication for her. And I'm so grateful that she has been okay. And her hair now, her scalp is super clear. Her hair is very healthy. And she has a lot of hair.
Yeah, you guys, I too went through postpartum. I have two young ones myself. They're 8 and 10 though, but I do remember when I went through postpartum with cradle cap with both my kids. The same thing happened. And also too, I experienced hair loss. I was nursing. I nursed both my kids, one from until one well, I've nursed both of them, and I did experience postpartum with both of them. Now, how are ways that we could prevent or prepare ourselves for hair loss through postpartum after? Bisan, can you give some recommendations for yourself?
Yeah. So like I know that I studied postpartum hair loss, so I was mentally prepared that after the baby, changing of the hormones, the hormonal levels coming from a very high to very low, like it's just really a lot of a very hard time after we give birth to a baby. I knew that is going to happen, but the amount of hair, shed that I see every day, it was unbelievable. And even though I am mentally prepared that if that's going to happen, I actually panicked. And I was like, oh my God, that's a lot of hair. So I know hair is a very emotional thing for us. And when you see all this hair on the drain, it can be shocking and it can be like nerve wracking too. But if we just go ahead, like take a deep breath and step back, I like three things that is important to know that hormones eventually are going to be balanced like after 3 or 4 months, depending if you're nursing or not. Unfortunately, I was not nursing, but it balanced for me. It balanced after the fourth month. So 4 months of a lot of hair shedding. What I did also, I did a test of nutrient deficiencies right after my hormones kind of started to balance. Basically, after I got my period, this is a cue for me that my hormones getting back to normal again. So I did a nutrient deficiency that is not gonna be looking at the big picture. No, it's just gonna tell me exactly what I need for the next 3 months so I can focus on the next 3 months to give my hair a backup, like the nutrient it lacking, and my body as well, to help my hair loss and to help my hormonal imbalances too, because both are linked to nutrient deficiencies. So for me, it was selenium. It's just I was very low in selenium, and for 3 months I took selenium every single day. And after basically now we are on 6 or 7 months, I think I got my hair back. I think I got the whole volume back. I lost half of this hair. Maybe a little bit more I need, maybe like in the next couple of months, it will be a little bit better. But I did not have iron deficiency. A lot of people think that, oh, you're pregnant or you have a baby, you have iron deficiency. I did not. That's why it's important to have nutrient deficiency, to know what you have deficient, not generally speaking.
And
It's not always iron. It's not always vitamin D3. Mine is selenium. So it's very important to do a personalized nutrient deficiency test.
And you guys, I just want you guys to also be aware that postpartum hair loss is actually not a true hair loss. A lot of times we have the excessive shedding is caused by the following, also quite commonly, it is the falling of estrogen levels. So
Yes, and when it basically exactly when it came back when I got my period, it took a month or 6 weeks, and it balanced itself back. Of course, now with the following 3 weeks, if 3 months, I will need a lot of nutrients to back up the hair growth again. But it came back. It did came back, and I knew that mentally, but still emotionally, it was very hard. That's why also support system is really great. Um, like listening to the hair wire is a support system. Listening to this episode is a support system, because you have two examples in front of you that went through postpartum hair loss, and then everything is okay after all.
yeah, and
Also,
I'm also going to add in there, like once you have your baby, you guys, and depending if you're nursing, not nursing, or depending on your body, your hormone levels do return. I promise.
yeah,
They
yes,
will return to your pre-pregnancy levels, and the drop in estrogen, it just triggers your hair back to the cycle of growth rest that was in resting and falling out phase. So a significant portion will begin to start back right away. You just have to be patient. So I promise it's not a permanent hair loss if you're struggling postpartum hair loss. Take it from
yes,
us.
yes. And also two tricks I did, I think I helped me personally. I napped whenever the baby naps, because also sleep deprivation is gonna like put pressure and raise the cortisol level of your body, and that's gonna be a vicious cycle of anxiety or depression. That's why a lot of women go through postpartum depression, because of the cortisol level going up and down, and the sleep deprivation is not helping too. What I did in that sense, I napped when the baby napped. I also went and I do a lot of grounding, earthing practice, where I go barefoot on the grass, on earth, just to release the negative ions in my body and take positive ions from earth. And I'll do that usually first thing in the morning when I wake up, and I look straight in the sun, Carrie. I really do look straight in the sun. I'm not looking straight in the sun at 12 noon. It is around sunrise or a little bit after sunrise. This way, I'll just tell my body, you are okay, you're warm, and I will increase the melatonin levels, and start actually production of melatonin starts in the morning. Then this way, like I will start to support my circadian rhythm, so I can sleep back properly. And what I did also, something that I took my baby with me, because when she's out, when also what happens to us happens to her, right? So when both of us wake up in the morning, I go with her outside and do the earthing practice, and I let her be in the sun to absorb as much sunlight as possible, so her circadian rhythm will be proper, so I can sleep when she sleeps. So all these little techniques will actually help. But the most important thing, that you need a support system. Without support, because this time is a very emotional time. You can even tell from me right now, I'm still emotional. I'm still all over the place. I still have these episodes of brain fog. Now Carrie told me to take, what did you say? Ginkgo
Ginkgo.
biloba.
Yep.
Yep. I'm
That
gonna
helped
try
me
it.
through it.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna try it. But also what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to eat as healthy as possible. I'm trying to eat a lot of green leaves, dark green leaves. I'm trying to stay away from the food sensitivities that I have, because I did a stool test and I know my food sensitivities. I cheat sometimes and I have hummus because it's yummy, but you know, I steer away from alcohol, and uh, I did stop coffee for 3 months actually, but now I'm back on coffee because actually coffee is good for you. It wakes you up in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. Like the importance after a pregnancy to help prevent and to help with the hair loss and hair growth, you guys, self-care and self-love, making sure that you're getting everything that you need, eating healthy, don't cut. I know with my son, he's my firstborn, I know I gave up a lot of stuff for him. Like if I had a full apple, I didn't save a little bit for me. It's kind of like that saying, you know, when you go on an airplane and they say to put the mask on yourself first before you give it to the child, you got to make sure too you have uh, some of your cup full to give back to your children. So make sure you do that, because if you do compromise your sleep, your eating, it has a whole butterfly effect. Mind, body, spirit's all connected, and it will have a cause and effect on your mental health, which causes headaches, stomach aches, gut health, all of that, and more hair loss.
You just said a gem, Carrie. If you don't love yourself, how you're supposed to love your baby?
Yeah.
How you're if you like, we have a saying in Arabic, if you don't have the thing, you cannot give it.
Yeah.
So
Can't
if you
pour
don't,
from an empty cup.
say that again.
You can't pour from an empty cup.
Exactly. Oh yeah, here you go. So so exactly, you have to love yourself and you have to be okay with the changes. There's a lot of changes gonna be, and we have to embrace the changes, because like when I had my two kids, when I was my first two kids, I was in my 20s. I did not embrace the changes because nobody told me. I was not like supported as I am supported right now. And I was still young. I didn't understand what motherhood entailed. So I did not, I was like so under stress and so under pressure. I didn't give the love that my kids needed from me the way I'm giving it to them, to my daughter right now, because now I'm more mature. I'm embracing what's happening to me. I'm embracing my brain fog. Here, I'm telling you, I have brain fog.
You're also
and
recognizing you're super. You made a human.
yeah,
You made a human.
and I'm sharing it with the whole world. I'm telling you guys, sometimes when I be in the middle of the episode and it's like blah blah blah, I can't. It's my brain fog.
You're
and
human.
it,
All of us.
and yeah, it's okay. We embrace it. We accept it, and eventually we will come from this. This is just a transition phase, and we'll come out of it. And when you come out from something really hard, it's just gonna make you stronger.
You guys, thank you for joining us. I'm Carrie. This is
You're
Basan.
Bisan. Yes, Bisan. Hi.
See, I get brain fog too.
Exactly.
I call it mom brain though. So there you go, you guys. We're human at the end of the day. And you know what? I hope you got a little bit out of this with the cradle cap and the postpartum hair loss, because I promise you there are solutions. And I just wanted to thank you for joining us here in the nursery here.
Yep. And
If you want
and
to
shoot
learn,
us questions. Let Shoot us questions. I like, you have me as an example right now, and I can give you the things that I was successful in and the things that I was not successful in. Shoot us questions.
yes, exactly. So you guys, thank you for joining us. Two certified trichologists who have also gone through postpartum ourselves and are going through postpartum again. So I want you guys to make sure you follow the Hair Wire, because we're constantly sharing hair loss and scalp information and hair growth solutions. And we're here to help you get smart. So go check out the Hair Wire for more tips, tricks, and stuff about hair loss, hair growth, scalp issues, and just healthy lifestyle. Get hair smart.
Get hair smart.
You'll find all the links at thehairwire.com.